Good morning, all of you. So, in today's class, we will learn escape velocity, orbital velocity, then angular momentum, all these things about the satellite or whatever the speeds these satellites having. So, first one, see here, what is the escape velocity? What is the escape speed or escape velocity? The minimum velocity with which a body must be projected from the surface of a planet so as to escape from Earth gravitational influence. This is what your escape speed or velocity. See here, this is planet whose mass is capital M and radius is R, and object is here whose mass is small m at height h from the surface of the planet. Okay. Now let object thrown with an initial velocity vi. From here we have thrown one object with initial velocity vi. Then at this point, this body will have kinetic energy as well as gravitational potential energy. That is what, if we will add, you will get total energy. And that is what here I have written. Total energy EH is equal to half m vi square minus gmm by r plus h, because gravitational potential energy is always negative. Okay, right. Now, if Vf is the speed of an object at infinity, then total energy at infinity is half m Vf square. And why I have not taken here gravitational potential energy? Because this r plus h is going to be infinity, and that's why 1 by infinity is 0. That's why I have not added here. Got it? So we got E infinity is equal to half m Vf square. And if at infinity this kinetic energy value is going to be 0, and therefore according to the conservation of energy, energy at height h is equal to energy at infinity, and that's why this I am adding here half m vi square minus gmm by r plus h is equal to 0. Now this m, this first to this gravitational potential energy I am transferring here. So this minus will become plus and m cancel on both sides. Then what I am getting, half m vi square is equal to gmm by r plus h. First I have transferred here, cancel, then vi square. This 2 also I have transferred here, 2 gm by r plus h. Okay. Now, the minimum speed required for an object to reach infinity is nothing but what? Escape velocity. And therefore, this vi is nothing but escape velocity, taking square root on both sides. So this vi square is going to be vi, and this is nothing but v, which is equal to root 2 gm by r plus h. Understand? This is what? The escape velocity at height h, or from height h. Got it? Understood? Right. You can pause the video and note down the notes. So see here. This is escape speed. Okay. Complete this. You can note down. Pause and note down. Yes. Okay. Let's move ahead now. Now we got one formula, that is V is equal to root 2gm by r plus h. Till this we have finished. If the object is thrown from the surface of the earth or a planet, then height is equal to 0. If I will substitute h is equal to 0 here, then what I am getting? Root 2 gm by r. Okay, so V is equal to what? Root 2 gm by r. This is where at surface, where h is equal to 0, or this velocity is required to escape from Earth's surface or any planet's surface. Next, now this formula I want in terms of gravity. So what I am doing for this formula, I am multiplying and dividing by r. So root 2 gm by r into r by r. This is root 2 gm r by r square. Now this gm by r square, this one, this is nothing but what? The value of g. Yes. So g is equal to gm by r square, and therefore phi is equal to root 2 gr. Okay, in terms of escape speed, in terms of g, escape speed in terms of g. So now I want to find escape velocity of an object on Earth. So given g, we know g is 9.8 meter per second square, r is 6.4 in 10 to the power 6 meter, and therefore just substitute the values. This is 2, g is 9.8, and Earth radius is 6.4 in 10 to the power 6. Then p is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. P is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. Understand? Okay. Right. Next one, note point about this escape speed. So this escape velocity does not depend on mass of the body. Okay, what is the first point? Escape speed is not dependent on mass of the body. So whatever the mass of the body is, the one which we are projecting, either it is very tiny like atom or very big satellite, for both escape velocity is same or escape speed is same. It does not depend on mass. Next one, it does not depend on angle of projection. At what angle you are projecting the body from the Earth's surface, it is independent of that. And next one, it depends on mass of planet, radius of planet, and height of projection. Okay, mass of planet, radius of planet, and height of projection. Right. Okay. Next. Now, one note point. What is that? You can see here. Earth has atmosphere. Earth has atmosphere, but on the surface of moon there is no atmosphere. Why? Okay, Earth has atmosphere, but surface of moon there is no atmosphere. Why? See, at ordinary temperatures, RMS velocity of hydrogen molecule is around 2 km per second. And for oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor is around 0.5 to 1 km per second. Means this is what the gases or this water vapor which is existing in the Earth atmosphere. So they are relatively having very less velocity, escape velocity as compared with Earth. That's why they are unable to escape from Earth, and therefore these all contents are present in Earth's atmosphere. Understand? Clear? Next, whereas on the moon, what happens? On the surface of moon, there is no atmosphere. So escape velocity of moon is 2.38 km per second. And in the early periods of moon formation, its temperature was so high, and therefore due to thermal agitation, whatever the gases are there, they acquired more speed than the escape speed of moon, and therefore they have escaped from that surface or atmosphere of moon or surrounding of moon, and therefore there is no atmosphere on the moon. Understood? So the reason is what? The reason basically is escape velocity, escape velocity of gases is less than the escape velocity of planet, then they will not escape. But if escape velocity of gases is more than the escape velocity of planet, then we can say that they will escape from that planet. Okay, right. So next, now here one note point. This is the escape speed, and this is in terms of radius and density. So V is equal to root 2 GR. This formula already we have learned. And this G is equal to GM by R square. This also we have learned. Okay. So M by V is equal to rho. And so M is equal to rho into V, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube rho. And then this G is equal to G. At the place of this M, I am substituting this value 4 by 3 pi R cube rho by R square. This R square cancels with this R cube. So one R is left here, and that's why 4 by 3 pi R rho G, or 4 by 3 G pi R rho. Just substitute here at this place of G, and then 2 into 4 by 3 pi G rho R into R. 4 2s are 8. This is 3 G, and this is R square into rho. From this, what we can conclude, this escape velocity is directly proportional to radius of planet. Means more the radius, more will be the escape velocity. Next, another one, escape velocity is directly proportional to square root of its density. So if density of planet is more, escape velocity is more. If density of planet is less, escape velocity is also less. Understand? This is what the note point is. Clear? Okay. So let's move ahead. Now, when we are projecting any body vertically up, how it behaves in conditions. So we have kept some conditions. So first case I am taking, that is, you can see here. See, this is a planet whose mass is m, radius is r, and this is a body which I am projecting from the surface. And first case I am taking, that is, this velocity of projection is less than the escape velocity. Okay. So when you are launching any satellite, assume karo, you are launching one satellite from the Earth's surface, and you have kept its velocity less than escape velocity, then what happens with that satellite, or how it behaves, or how much height it will go, and all these things, right? So see here, this total energy is going to be negative in this first case, and your satellite will go to certain height and then falls back when velocity is less than escape velocity. So how? Let's prove it. So now, using conservation of energy or energy conservation, T at surface means total energy is always constant everywhere. Already in work power energy you have learned. Total energy will remain constant everywhere. Kinetic energy plus potential energy, whatever it is. Yes. Here also potential energy plus kinetic energy at each and every point will remain same, and it is always negative. So see, total energy at surface is equal to total energy at maximum height. So therefore, at surface you are having gravitational potential energy minus gmm by r plus half m v square, which is equal to minus gmm by r plus h. Now first I am cancelling this m throughout, and this is v square by 2. This term I am transferring here. Which term I have transferred? This term I am transferring here, this side. Okay, and this is already minus gm by r plus h, and here I have transferred this term. Okay, can you see? This one is as it is, and this term I have transferred here. Clear? So this is minus will become plus. Here I will draw like this arrow. So gm by r minus this gm by r plus h, and again this 2 also I am transferring. So what I am getting, see. Now this 2 also I have transferred. 2 gm I have taken common. 1 by r minus 1 by r plus h, and then again r also I am taking common outside. So here it is 1 minus here 1 and this is R by R plus H by R. So therefore 1 plus H by R. And now I am taking LCM. You can see here, this is 2 GM by R outside as it is. 1 plus H by R into 1 means 1 plus H by R minus 1 by 1 plus H by R. Okay, you can do it yourself. If you are not understanding, it is very easy. Now 2 GM by this H by R is there, no, above 1, it will come down 1 R. So 2 GM by R square, and here it is left is what, H. So H as it is, and this 1 plus H by R as it is. Now this 2 GM by R square, here this part is there, no, this GM by R square, this is nothing but gravity, and that's why I have replaced with small g. So 2g, this is H by 1 plus H by R. Okay, this is what our phi square. Okay, now if phi is equal to phi by n, means projecting velocity is 1 by nth times escape velocity. Okay, what is that? If this velocity of projection is equal to 1 by nth times of escape velocity, then here already I have v square. So at the place of this v square, I am substituting this v by n. So v by n whole square means v square by n square, and this 2gh as it is, 1 plus h by r also as it is. But v is equal to, you know, root 2 gr. So v e square is what? 2 gr. 2 gr by n square is equal to 2gh by 1 plus hr. So 2g cancel, r by n square is equal to h by 1 plus h by r. You can see here, next step. So r by n square is equal to h by 1 plus h by r, and therefore I am just doing cross multiplication. R into 1 is r, plus r into h by r is h, because r and this r will get cancelled. Cross multiplication if you will do, you will understand. By n square as it is, and this left is h here. Now this n square I am transferring first here. I am doing one more step for you. See here. Now r plus h is equal to n square h, and now r is equal to this n square h minus h already I did here. Clear? So if I will take h common, but I am getting n square minus 1, and therefore h is equal to this transfer down here, and therefore r by n square minus 1. Understood? This is what height reached. This is what height reached. Okay? And keep it in mind, in first case, satellite will go up to certain height and then it will fall back. Then it will fall back. Understood? Clear? Okay. So let's move ahead. Now case 2. Now in this case, what we are doing, velocity of projection is equal to escape speed or escape velocity. What I am doing now, I am throwing an object with the velocity which is equal to escape velocity. So see here, this is Earth. This is Earth of, or any planet, we can say any planet of mass m and r, and here this is the object which I am projecting, where v is equal to v. So if this is equal, then total energy is going to be 0 at every point. So here kinetic energy is equal to gravitational potential energy, and total energy of just body just becomes 0. Therefore body just escapes from the planet and goes to infinity. If velocity of projection is equal to escape speed, then body escapes from the planet and goes to infinity. So already we have h is equal to r by n square minus 1. So here v is equal to v. So there is no 1 by n, means n is equal to 1 obviously. So n is equal to 1, and therefore if I will substitute here, I am getting r by 1 minus 1, r by 0, 0, 1 by 0 is infinity, and therefore h is equal to infinity. So now at this point, what is the total energy? Total energy is equal to what? Minus gmm by infinity. This is gravitational potential energy at height infinity, means h plus r is infinity here, plus half m v infinity whole square is equal to 0. Right? Total energy is 0. Now this is going to be 0. If half mv infinity square is equal to 0, then v infinity is equal to 0. So that's why, see, when the satellite is going up to certain height, its velocity becomes 0, and that's why it falls back. It is same like a ball which we have thrown upwards. It will reach, or it will go up to some height. At maximum height, when its velocity becomes 0, it will fall back. Same mechanism here also. Understood? Okay. So let's move ahead now again. Now third case, velocity of projection phi is greater than phi e. So this case, what happens? First case we have learned the velocity of projection is less than escape speed. Energy is negative. Yes. Next case we have learned velocity of projection is equal to escape velocity. Total energy is 0. Yes. And third case, velocity of projection is greater than escape speed, then total energy of body becomes positive. Phi infinity is not equal to 0. This is what the first difference. In the second case, phi infinity is equal to 0, but here it is not 0. So body escapes from planet and goes to infinity, but not falls back. This is the one thing which is different from the second one we can see. So see here again a planet whose mass is m, radius is r, and here e positive, and projection velocity is greater than escape speed. So total energy at surface is equal to total energy in space. So minus gmm by r plus half m v square is equal to minus gmm by infinity plus half m v infinity square. Clear? It's just gravitational potential energy plus kinetic energy at surface is equal to gravitational potential energy at infinity plus kinetic energy at infinity. Okay. Now, first I am cancelling throughout m. I have cancelled. So this minus gm by r is equal to this half v square I have transferred here, and that's why it is minus, and this half v infinity square as it is here. Now what I got, this 2 I have transferred here and multiplied with minus. So 2 gm by r, and this v infinity square minus, and this is plus 5 because I have multiplied with minus sign. Understand? Try to understand this one. Shall I do one more step for you? You can see here, this is already, suppose minus, wait, let me change color. This is better. Minus 2 this gm by r is equal to phi infinity square minus phi square. Now I am multiplying with minus. So 2 gm by r is equal to this one plus this minus. Hai na? So therefore phi square minus phi infinity square. Got this step? Understood? Like this. Clear? Okay. So therefore this phi square minus phi infinity square, and I want the values in terms of escape velocity. That's why what I am doing here, I am multiplying and dividing with r, and therefore 2 gm bar gm r by r square. This value is nothing but what? Small g. That's why I have substituted here. And so after substitution of this r or this g, 2gr is equal to v square minus v infinity square. And again v square I have transferred here. This is nothing but escape speed. Hai na? We know v is equal to root 2 gr. So phi e square is equal to 2 gr. That's why here at the place of this, I am substituting v square, and this v square I have transferred here. So v e square minus this v square is equal to minus v infinity square. है ना? 2gr is nothing but v square minus this v square is equal to minus v infinity square. Again multiply with minus. So v infinity square is equal to v square minus v square. And therefore, v infinity we are getting how much? V square minus ve square. V square is what? The velocity of projection, and ve is what? Escape velocity. So v at infinity is difference of this under square root. Okay. Next one, orbital speed. The horizontal velocity required for an object to revolve around a planet in a circular orbit. What is orbital speed? You can see in the diagram. This is a planet whose radius is r, mass is m. This is at height h, one object whose mass is m. This is horizontal velocity v0, which I have denoted, and this velocity required for an object to revolve around a planet in a circular orbit is nothing but orbital speed. Understood? Okay, so see now here, when object is moving in this circular orbit, there are two forces acting on it particularly. First one is centripetal force. Centripetal force formula, you know, mv square by r, but here r is what? R plus h. That's why m v0 square by r plus h, because this horizontal velocity is v0, which is nothing but orbital velocity. Let's call it as equation number 1. Now gravitational force on the satellite, yes, it is there. So fg is equal to gmm by r plus h square, and this is your second equation. We know this Newton's law of gravitation. gmm by r plus h square. Now fc is equal to fg. So what happens here? m v0 square by r plus h is equal to gmm by r plus h whole square. This square and this r plus h will get cancelled. This m with this m will get cancelled. v0 square is equal to gm by r plus h. And if I am taking square root, v0 is equal to root gm by r plus h. Now at surface of earth or near to the surface, this h is going to be 0. Yes, means h is very less than r. If h is very less than r, then we are neglecting just, and then we are getting v0 is equal to root gm by r. After this I am multiplying r and r, so 2 gm r by r square. So this gm by r square is nothing but g, and this is r as it is. That's why root gr is nothing but what? Orbital speed. This is in terms of gravity and radius. Clear? Okay. When we have to use this formula, when it is at height. When we have to use this formula, when it is very near to the earth's surface. Clear? Okay. Now v0, if we want to find orbital velocity is equal to root gr. G value we know. 1 minute here. You just cut this. This one is not there. Okay. So root gr, g and r value substitute just. Okay. So how much you are getting here? 7.92 kilometer per second. Just this, delete this part 2. This is not there. So just substitute the g value, and this is r, and how much you are getting? 7.92 kilometer per second. This is what? Orbital speed. Okay. Clear? Right. Now next one, relation between escape speed and orbital speed. Now v is equal to root 2 gr, v0, or that is orbital velocity, is equal to root gr. So this is, if I will write here root 2 into root gr, so this is nothing but root 2 times v0. Root 2 times v0. Clear? Right. Next one, time period of satellite. What is next one? Time period of satellite. When the satellite is revolving around a planet, then in a circular orbit, t means time is equal to distance by velocity. So distance is what? Perimeter of that complete circle, that is 2 pi r. R means here r plus h, but I have denoted just with small r. And this orbital velocity already we have learned gm by r plus h, but here r plus h is small r, that's why 2 pi r by root gm by r. Now this root r, when it is going up, 2 pi r root r divided by root gm. 2 pi r dot root r divided by root gm. Clear? And this t square is equal to 2 pi r square into r divided by gm. Why? Because I have square on both sides. So this is t square. This is 2 pi r square into r by gm, and this is 4 pi square r cube by gm. Clear? And therefore, t square is equal to 4 pi square gm into r cube. This is like Kepler's law only, है ना? Yes, already we have learned this. T square is proportional to r cube. If you will remove this, already we have learned. Okay, next. In terms of density, rho is equal to m by v, m is m by 4 by 3 pi r cube, volume substituted, and m is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube rho. So this t square is equal to 4 pi square g. At this m, or at the place of this m, I am substituting this value 4 by 3 pi r cube rho substituted into r cube, and that's why I am getting, after cancelling this all, 3 pi by g r cube rho into r cube, and therefore t square is equal to 3 pi g r cube rho into r cube. Clear? For surface satellite, again h is very less than r, then small r is nearly equal to r, and therefore just this r you are going to replace with r cube. This r cube will get cancelled. 3 pi by 0 nahi, g into rho, and therefore time period t is equal to 3 pi by rho g. This is under root. This rho is what? Density. This is what in terms of density formula. Next one, in terms of g and r. Again, time period we want in terms of g and r. Now this is what we have finished in terms of density, but time period t is equal to 2 pi by omega. So this is 2 pi by v naught by r, because v is equal to r omega, therefore omega is equal to v naught by r. That is equal to this r is going up 2 pi r by v naught, or just time period, if you will use this formula also enough, 2 pi r by v naught, which already we have used. So this orbital velocity v naught is what? Root gm by r, and just multiplying and dividing with rr, then what I am getting? 2 pi r by root gm by r square into root r. This is nothing but g, so this is root gr, and this capital R, I am writing root r into root r. Shall I write here? One more step. So this is 2 pi root r into root r divided by root g into root r. This root r and this root r will get cancelled, and therefore this 2 pi under root r by g. This is what? Time period of satellite. Clear? Okay. And next one, angular momentum of satellite. So angular momentum formula, you know, L is equal to m v naught r, which is equal to m under root gm by r into r. So this is L is equal to root of g. This m I have transferred inside, that's why m square g m square into r. Now this small r is what? R plus h. That's why here replaced r plus h. Now if this h is very less than r, that is for surface satellite, this is just equal to r, and therefore g m square r. Now what we will do? We will multiply and divide with r square. Here I have done here. See, you can see in this step r square. Now this gm by r square is what? G. This r and r square r cube, and this is m square. So therefore angular momentum of satellite L is equal to g r cube into m square. Clear? Which is what? Angular momentum of satellite, right? So whenever you will get time, you just watch this and write down the notes. I will send you one PDF also. You can note down that also, right? Or from that also, whatever. So let's stop here for today. Bye.